Hey guys, well, here I am doing one of these things. I promised myself I would never do one of these things because I think they're worthless, but here I am doing one of them anyway because boredom. Anyway, this is a tier list for OG Cartoon Network shows, like from the 90s to the 2000s, I guess, like the earlier mid 2000s, I suppose. Which is which is a time that was very near and dear to my heart because, of course, I'm a '90s baby, '90s kid, and yeah, I watched a lot of these cartoons, and they were great. But which ones are the cream of the crop? Which ones are great, good, meh, okay, trash, or which ones did I not watch? Uh, okay, so without further ado, let's get started. First up is Dexter's Laboratory. I mean, of course it's great. Of course. Why wouldn't it be? Now, I have some very fond memories of Dexter's Laboratory. I remember like watching it on Cartoon Network during dinner when we were eating pizza. My brother and I and my family, we would eat pizza. We would watch Dexter's Laboratory. It was all great and fond memories. Another time, this is this is kind of sad, but also very funny. One time I caught salmonella, food poisoning, and I was in the hospital. And all I did all day was watch Dexter's Laboratory. And that one episode, you all know this episode. For anyone who's watched Dexter's Lab, this one episode where Dexter eats the bean burrito and he farts and blows the TV into the wall. That was, oh man, to like a little kid, to like a little jack like me, I was laughing my butt off. It was just, just a lot of fun, and I loved it. It was great. I mean, of course, it's great. You can see that right there. Anyway, next up is Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. Never watched it, but it looks all right. I mean, it's got some good animation from Craig McCracken. I think that's the guy who made it. The guy who one of the guys who made the Powerpuff Girls. I would assume, which is right here. We'll get to that in a sec. Anywho, Tom and Jerry is up next. It's good. It's good. Was never really that big of a fan of Tom and Jerry as I was of some other cartoons that were on Cartoon Network. Uh, Surprisingly, Looney Tunes is kind of absent from this, which I did watch one of the cartoons that I watched the most of on Cartoon Network. Tuned in religiously every Saturday morning to watch Looney Tunes. But anyway, Tom and Jerry, it's good. Not great, but pretty good. And the heck is this? I don't know what this is. Never saw it. Young Justice, it's good. It's never really got as into it as other people tell me I should get into it. But the episodes that I saw, they were pretty good. Camp Lazlo, never watched it. Total Drama Island, never watched it. The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy, it was okay. The episodes that I watched, they were just, oh wait, there's Looney Tunes. Anyway, the episodes of The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy that I watched, they were just okay. I mean, some of them were funny, but I didn't really watch a lot of it because it was kind of after I kind of grew out of Cartoon Network, and I don't know. It's okay. It's okay. I didn't really get as into it. Codename Kids Next Door. I'm kind of having a hard time deciding whether it's okay or trash. What the heck? It's trash. Didn't really like it. Didn't like the premise. Didn't like the. I think the thing that turned me off the most about it was the art style. I know a lot of people are going to hate me for this, but it was just, I didn't like it too much. But here's one that I did like, Johnny Bravo. It's great. It's great. I think a lot of really talented animators were working on Johnny Bravo, like Seth MacFarlane. I think Gendy Tartakovsky was working on Johnny Bravo, and Craig McCracken. A lot of good talent behind it. Very funny show. Don't see Courage here either. Anyway, Johnny Bravo. It's a good show. Pokemon. That was on Cartoon Network. Don't remember that being on Cartoon Network. It's great. It's great. I don't think I watched it when it was on Cartoon Network. I most remember watching it on the Kids WB, and I was so into Pokemon. I bought into Pokemania like it was everything. I had the cards. I watched the anime. Whenever I could, and I watched the movie. I saw the movie in the theaters twice, and that was crazy. And yeah, Pokemon. It's gotta catch them all. It's great. Never played any of the games though until very recently. I bought the first 3 Game Boy games on the Nintendo 3DS eShop, and haven't really gotten into the games as much as any of the other things that I've gotten in, any of the other pokey things that I've gotten into. But they were great. They were great. What I have seen, what I did see, I loved, and it's all great. It's just great. Teen Titans, it's trash. Well, Teen Titans Go is trash, but Teen Titans, no, it's trash. Regular Show. Ooh boy, Regular Show. That's great. It's great. Very funny show. A lot of fun. Very funny. Man, I wish I could say more about Regular Show that I haven't said already in the past couple of moments, but I've been watching it on Hulu. I didn't watch it when it was on TV. But what I have seen, it's great. It's just fun. A lot of fun. The Amazing World of Gumball, that's great too. That's great too. I haven't. What I've seen of Gumball is very, very funny. Very funny stuff. And it's, gosh, I'm so boring, right? But Amazing World of Gumball, it's great. It's great, and I love it. Scooby-Doo. I liked it when I was a kid, but nowadays the animation is kind of painful to watch to me. And it's just not as good as how I remember it. But I don't know. Some people still like it. Me, I guess I kind of grew out of it. Now, Looney Tunes. Looney Tunes will always be great. Looney Tunes will always be funny. It'll never stop being funny. Admittedly, I'm more of a Disney cartoon fan than I am a Looney Tunes fan. But Looney Tunes will always be funnier than Disney. Disney is more wholesome and family friendly, but Looney Tunes is just a lot of laughs, a mile a minute laughs, and just so much fun. So much fun. And yeah. Ben 10. Never watched it. The only thing I know about Ben 10 is that Alex Winter made a couple of live action movies for Ben 10, which I also have not seen. But never watched Ben 10. Never watched Chowder either. And Samurai Jack. Ooh, I did watch a lot of Samurai Jack. Quite a bit. And it's great. It's great. No surprise there. Samurai Jack. It's great. And let me see. We got 3 more here coming into the home stretch. This isn't a very long video. This won't be a very long video. The Powerpuff Girls. I mean, it's good. It's pretty good. I think at the time that I was watching it, I was still kind of embarrassed by it because it was supposed to be a little girl show because the protagonists were little girls, and I guess that automatically meant that it was for little girls. But I don't know. It was still good. It was still a lot of fun to watch. It was still fun to watch, not a lot of fun, but it was still fun. Now, Adventure Time. Ooh, boy. This is the most recent Cartoon Network show that I've gotten into, and it's great. It's absolutely a lot of fun. And, oh man, Finn and Jake. Jake the dog and Finn the human. Two of the best Cartoon Network protagonists that have come out in recent years. I watched Adventure Time when it was still on the air. Like, I would tape it on I record it. Nobody tapes anything anymore. What am I saying? I would record it onto my DVR, and I would watch it as many episodes as I could. They were always shown out of order. Some of my favorite episodes, though, are the guest-directed episodes, the ones with guest animators on it. I think my favorites are the Bad Jubies episode, which was directed by Kirsten Lepore, stop-motion animator. She animated that internet meme, Hello Stranger, the one with the white guy with the butt hanging, with his butt showing, and the one Food Chain, the one that was directed by Masaaki Uwasa, and the one that was directed by David O'Reilly. A Glitch is a Glitch. That's what it was called. Those are my three favorite episodes because they're directed by different animators that I am a fan of, especially Masaaki Uwasa. He's one of my favorite animators ever. And David O'Reilly, he's really one of the few computer animators that I can tolerate because I hate computer animation. But David O'Reilly, he does something different with it. He just lets it be its own thing, because animation is at its best when it's not trying to be like something that people want it to be. It's at its best when it does its own thing, when it's just free to be crazy and silly and just as different as it can be. And that's what Adventure Time does. It does its own thing, and it doesn't care. It just doesn't care what you think about it, because Steven Universe isn't here either. And yeah, Adventure Time. Adventure Time, come on, grab your friends. Ed, Edd and Eddy. It's trash. Yeah, I didn't like Ed, Edd and Eddy when it was on the air, and I still don't like it. Because every episode followed the same formula, and it just got old and repetitive. Every episode was Ed trying to come up with a different get-rich-quick scheme to get jawbreakers. And it just wasn't funny. It just wasn't funny to me at all. It wasn't funny to me as a kid. Even as a kid, I didn't like it. And I still don't like it. I don't know. A lot of people do, and if you like it, that's fine. Just know that I don't. But anyway, I know I'm probably going to lose a couple of maybe a few subscribers over this because I don't share the same interests, because I don't have the same tastes in animation that you do. But who cares? YouTube is more of a hobby for me anyway. But anyway, guys, what do you think, sirs?